So we'll be looking at the emphatic forms of a verb. What do we mean by the emphatic forms of verbs? The emphatic form has to do with verbs that are expressing emphasis. When you are highlighting something, you are making emphasis on something or some events. And so the use of the verb, the do verb, the use of the do verb does these emphatic forms that we are referring to. Now, Nanaba and I did say that but no be firewood. Just a few days ago, someone asked her, I think on Twitter or Instagram, about what keeps her mind at night. And of course, this is a rhetorical question, and it gives the answer. Whether it's a jab or it is a real thing, our business is that she used emphatic form of a verb. She could have said that, or we could have said that, Nana Abba Anamwa said that, but we want to emphasize that indeed she said that. We are emphasizing what she said. So we are saying that Nana Abba Anamwa did say, she did say that, and when the did precedes the other verb, then we expect the other verb to be in the present tense. So you can say did said that, did say that, did admit that. When we come to the next one, Donald Trump does admit that coronavirus is dangerous. I'm told it is now very efficacious in America. New Mexico, New Orleans, name them. All of them are struggling with coronavirus. And he does admit. So does admit. Whatever form this will take. I mean the emphatic verb will take. The next verb must be in the present tense. That is the rule. So Donald Trump does admit that coronavirus is indeed dangerous. And students and any other person who is interested in learning English language, look at the spelling of dangerous. There is no I in dangerous. Dangerous is not serious. So we don't need I when you write dangerous. So that is just by the way. So in school, you will notice that you've been given an assignment and you have not done it. Sometimes you even forfeit the class and you come only to realize that they give you an assignment which you are oblivious to. So they ask you, oh, say, some of us will say, I didn't do the work. No, you can say I didn't do the work. I didn't do it. So the emphatic form is the didn't, and the next verb will be in the present tense, the simple present. So the use of did, the use of does, the use of did here, preceding the other verbs are showing emphasis as to the events that took place. Let's move on to the subjunctive mood of verbs. When we come here, someone will say that if I were you. Normally, you will be wrong. So let's listen. For you to say that if I am you, we normally say if I were you. This doesn't go with the rule of concord. It is a no respecter. Subjunctive mood of verbs is no respecter of concord, where we talk about the third person singular agreeing with a singular verb. So we have eats, he eats, she eats. No, this is not like that. So if I were you, blah blah blah, I would be humble, like a book we read on Things Fall Apart. Someone told Okonkwo that those whose palm kernels have been cracked for them by benevolent spirits should not forget to be humble. Therefore, if I were you, Erika was telling me, if I were you, I would be humble. When you come to the next one, we expect that it's supposed to be God blesses you. That is what it should mean, because with respect to grammar, concord to be precise, but the third person, which is God, he should go with blesses you. But this is no respecter of concord or subject verb agreement. God bless you is what we normally say. That is the subjunctive mood of the verb. We can also come to be that as it may. When you make a statement and you are not too sure, or it is not entirely true, you say be that as it may, then you continue. We also have, I suggest that Asamajan be given. The use of be here is subjunctive. I suggest that Asamajan be given another opportunity into the Black Stars, because he is the best striker I have ever known as far as Ghana football is concerned. We can move on to some rules in verbs. For example, if you have made, if you have saw and heard, the verb that will follow must be in the present tense. The verb that will follow saw, made, or heard must be in the present tense. And you also omit the infinitive sign to before you make the statement. Now, for example, I said, I saw them steal the money. I saw them steal the money. It will not read, I saw them stole. No. I saw them. What will follow? The verb that will come will be present tense. I made him do the work. I am the manager. I am the administrator. I made him do. He made me do the work. He made me write my name. He made me sign my name. Remember, you sign your name and you append your signature. You can sign your signature. That will be redundant. You can sign your signature. You either write your name or what? You sign your name or you write your signature. That is about it. So he made me sign my name. He made me append my signature. When you come to head, it's the same thing. I heard them gossip that. I heard them say that the WASI will not come up. Who said so? If you don't write the WASI, how do you get certificate to go to school? It's just wonderful that some authorities are saying that the students in tourism are moving. How could you say that? If you are seeking job tomorrow, where is your certificate? Let us take that idea out of our mind. Students will write and will get their certificate for tomorrow. It is for a better future that we are talking about. So I heard them say that the WASI will not come off. That is not true. We also have it's time, it's about time, or it's high time. This expression, these three expressions, when they come, the verb that is yet to follow will be in the past tense, or if you like, the simple past. 2012, prior to the Champions League between Barcelona and Chelsea, then there was Super Sports. And so there was this lady, including Nathanato and co. The lady said it's high time we had a team beat Barcelona before Fernando Torres scored that goal. And so it's high time we ended the lesson. It's high time we went home. It's about time we stopped this drama. It's time we ameliorated the coronavirus completely. Let us come to the next one, looking forward. Those of you who are fans of Game of Thrones, Queen Cersei sent the, how do you call it, Greyjoy to Enco to come. And when they came, Greyjoy and one commander, we call the Iron Fleet. When they came, the commander told the Queen Cersei that we are looking forward to fighting for you, your grace. We are looking forward to fighting for you, your grace. The rule is that when you have looking forward to, the verb that follows this expression should be in the what? The progressive form. The verb that takes the ing. We are looking forward to ending these classes. We are looking forward to making students better with respect to this English language lesson. We are looking forward to seeing students get A's in English language. And that is what we are doing. So any verb that follows this expression must be in the progressive form. Thank you. I would like to encapsulate our lessons on verb with the issue of stay home and stay at home. With the spread of coronavirus, a number of people say that we have people saying stay at home and stay home. Which of them is grammatical? Let us see which of them is better than the other, or perhaps which of them is the best to be used. Now, we have to start with the issue of home. When you mention home, in grammar, home can be a verb. Home can be a noun. Home can be an adjective. This same home can be an adverb. It can also be a preposition. That is about home. Now, we will talk about preposition later, but let's consider these four. Then we will know which of them is better expression to be used. Now, when we talk about home, we can say that he is homing in the answer in a class or in a meeting. A question has been posed and someone is beginning to answer. The word home here as a verb has to do with to aim at something and then pursue it. So he's beginning to home in the answer. That is how home is used. Many a time it is followed by in. Now, as a noun, so someone will say that stay at home. So home here is a noun. Someone will also say that home delivery, or if you like, hometown. Where is your hometown? So hometown. Here home is adjective describing the noun town. We can also have home as an adverb. where someone will say, I'm going home. So you are going where? Of course, adverbs ask the question where, as a place and other things. So going home here is an adverb. Then we can also think about the preposition, which is a new development, and we'll look at it later. So let us find out how come it should be this or that, or which of them should be used. Now let us start with stay home. Now if you say stay home, then here you are using home as an adverb. Therefore, adverb is in a sentence because of a verb. So this adverb is modifying the verb stay. Now if it is stay at home, then it means that this here, home, is a noun. So if this is a noun, then it is preceded by a preposition at. And so stay at home here, this becomes a prepositional phrase, which is also acceptable. So the point is that both statements are grammatical. They are correct depending on the intention of the speaker. So if you say stay home, this is adverb. Home is modifying the verb stay. If you say stay at home, then you mean that this is a prepositional phrase, because a noun preceded by a preposition is a prepositional phrase. So this is also functioning as an adverb. A prepositional phrase functioning as an adverb. Here we have one adverb functioning as what? Or if like it's talking about a place. So both of them are grammatical. Now the point is that if you have a statement like abroad, overseas, outside, and home, you cannot use the verb go and add the verb to. I mean the preposition to, and say he traveled to abroad, he traveled to overseas, or go to outside, go to home. These statements will be ungrammatical. But when it comes here, you are using the preposition, of course, they are of the same class. But this one, you are using it as a prepositional phrase, so it's acceptable. But you can use the preposition to in these conditions, because all these you have here are adverbs. Therefore, go outside. Here, outside is an adverb, modifying the verb go. Go abroad, go home, go overseas. All these are adverbs, and already they are modifying the verb go. So you don't need to bring to between them. Now, there was a later development in 1924 by a man called Otu Jespersen. In 1924 was this man called Otu Jespersen. And he advocated that the word home, apart from being a noun, being a verb, being an adjective, being whatever, can also be a preposition. Therefore, from this development, preposition was also seen as a class of words, just as we have nouns, just as we have verbs, just as we have adjectives and the rest. Therefore, preposition has also become part of word classes, so they can stand on their own without necessarily not coming or preceding nouns, just as we have stay at home. So he thinks that prepositions can also stand on their own to make a statement. So we have something like the teacher is in. Amma is outside. All these words are what? Prepositions, and they stand on their own. It's not necessary that they should precede a noun, just as we have at coming before a noun. They are standing on their own to perform a function. We can also find these same prepositions followed by other prepositions. So you have one preposition and it is being followed by another preposition. Example is home away from home. We are all having an auspicious spirit. We are all being optimistic that this coronavirus will subside so that we can all be free and go about our businesses. This lockdown is becoming problematic to all of us. And so, when this lockdown is over, a number of students will go to school. Many people will go to their businesses. And there are people who, when they go to the tertiary or they come back to school, they have life. They even prefer school to being at home. And so, when they come, they say, oh, home away from home. Just say, when going to the school, coming back to school, school has become another part of what? His life or her life. Therefore, home, which is the school or your workplace, is another, or if like away from your original home. What do we mean by that? Away is a preposition. We have also gotten from, which also a preposition. So we have one preposition that is followed by another preposition. So prepositions, according to Otuje's person, are also seen as a class of words. Therefore, they should also stand on their own. It's not necessary that they should be preceded by, or they should precede nouns. Another example about this has to do with out of mind, out of sight. Does not mean out of mind. Out of sight does not mean out of mind. We all hear this. When a friend of yours or someone you know close to you leaves your place and doesn't call, what happens? You tell the person that out of sight does not mean out of mind. Therefore, you should call and check on you. So out, preposition of a preposition following another preposition, just as we have these ones. So these are all examples of preposition, and that is to prove, to authenticate the fact that prepositions are also words on their own. They are word class that can stand on their own to make meaning. And so when we come back to the argument between stay home and stay at home, both of them are grammatical, depending on the intention of the speaker. I feel that home is an adverb, it's modifying the verb stay. Another will feel that no, home here is a noun and it's preceded by preposition. And so this is a prepositional phrase. It's also an adverb, modifying stay. So both are one time.
Massa forgetting my brain to my dad. Push a club and I joke 12 in my dad. Omo yeah me home eating. No more pressure me home better me cry, but I promise my dad. Check a flash and me pass my dad. We did